Well, in Oklahoma, every achievement made in agriculture is built upon a proud farming and ranching heritage, which is why each year the governor inducts a longtime leader in the industry into the Agricultural Hall of Fame. Today, we introduce you to a gentleman who has traveled the world in support of his fellow farmers. It really does run in the family. Elmore Bathurst passing down equipment he earned and a love for land he could only be given.
Had lots of good experiences in my day. Farming's been good to us. We got all our land paid for, and we have a few savings. And by the way, the wife and I will have been married 59 years the day after Christmas.
He was born and raised in Oklahoma. Never lived anyplace else.
Experiencing a life that seldom was easy.
I remember the Great Depression. I was born in 1925. Once in a while, a man would come along and want to sleep in the barn, and we let him do that and that sort of thing. My brother and I farmed in the Panhandle back in the 40s. He'd look after 5 tractors in the daytime, and I'd run 2 of them at night. And those were great days.
14-hour days that have turned into over 60 years for the 84-year-old.
I've been thoroughly satisfied with the farming and ranching business in my lifetime. I will say it's work, though.
He's Mr. Wheat. He's been Mr. Wheat ever since I've known him.
Everybody has to eat. There's nothing like the taste of a homegrown tomato. The ones you get out of the store kind of taste like eating cardboard.
And he'll never forget the day a prominent businessman stopped him as a young man and said,
I want to tell you something. Don't spend all your time looking at the radiator cap of a John Deere tractor. Spend about a good portion of your time in the political arena. I thought that was some of the best advice I ever had.
Elmore got involved, holding key positions in over a dozen state and national agricultural organizations over the next 3 decades. It started by breaking new ground, working to pass legislation to establish Oklahoma's Wheat Commission in 1963.
I testified in both the House and the Senate Ag Committees down there in regard to the need of a wheat commission.
Elmore would go on to serve as chairman of the board and spread Oklahoma agriculture around the world as part of a U.S. wheat trade team.
India, for example, that year was starving, and we supplied them with 100 million bushels of grain that year.
Talking with world leaders, advancing nearly every aspect of American agriculture.
We was going 6 weeks on that tour, and I will say one thing. I wished every wheat farmer could get the experience we had.
A wheat ambassador, promoting American agriculture on every continent except Antarctica.
He loves to travel. He would still travel today if his legs would let him.
It costs you money, but I will say that's one of the best educations you'll get, too.
A wheat farmer that says he took his cue from industry and helped make history in the process.
We have established world markets through our market development organizations. We've got to be right in there all the time, otherwise other countries will take it away from us.
Elmore Bathurst, this year's winner of the Governor's Outstanding Achievement Award in Agriculture.
That's my life. That's where I made my living, and it's been, I will say, we've of course had ups and downs in agriculture through the years, but overall it's been great.